Andy, a good part of that news conference today focused on the contract never actually completed by the university and Gillispie. What's the story with that?
Well, for whatever reason, Billy Gillispie never signed it. And I actually asked Billy the specific question last week. Why didn't you sign it? Why didn't you protect yourself? And he told me, look, I'm the basketball coach. That's what I'm concerned about. But clearly, this is a case where he did not do his due diligence in terms of his long-term security. Most of the time, these contracts that coaches sign have to do with buyouts and basically protection for the school and protection for the coach. And in this instance, it's going to be a very interesting negotiation, maybe a protracted one between Kentucky and Gillispie, because the school obviously said today they're not expecting to give him $6 million left on this deal. So lawyers will get involved to just see what kind of negotiated settlement they can reach.
Andy, we asked you yesterday who Kentucky would be looking at if Gillispie was fired. You put out some big names. One has already answered on that. This from Florida head coach Billy Donovan today. Donovan saying, in response to the rumors circulating about my interest in other jobs, I wanted to address this as quickly as possible. I am committed to the University of Florida and look forward to continuing to build our program here. So, Andy, if it's not Donovan, who will Kentucky be looking at?
Well, first of all, I can tell you who I think will be their safety net, according to sources. Their safety, basically, would be Oklahoma State's Travis Ford if they can't get maybe the top choice. And Travis Ford is a Kentucky alum. He's only been at Oklahoma State one season, got them into the second round against Pittsburgh. So you can put him sort of on the side, and I would be shocked if he wouldn't take and go back to Kentucky. So where do they turn for the sort of the high level, the high profile guy that fits the criteria, a coach that can handle the entire process? Well, certainly Memphis's John Calipari fits that. If they want to go down that road, and according to a source that I've talked to, he would be extremely interested if he could get that job, be going toe-to-toe with Rick Pitino, then, more than likely he could bring big-time talent like DeMarcus Cousins. He's in for John Wall, one of the top point guards left. It's Memphis and Duke. They could bring him to Kentucky if they went down that road. I think they're also going to sort of sniff around to see if there's interest from Texas's Rick Barnes, Villanova's Jay Wright, and Michigan State's Tom Izzo. My gut, based on multiple sources, is that none of them leave their current situations where they're very comfortable, highly compensated, and can compete for national titles. And Jay Wright, by the way, today in Boston on the podium, you expect him to say this, but it seemed genuine, and all those around him agree. He wants to be at Villanova, loves Villanova, and he's got a chance to win the national title this season and next with the kind of recruits he's got coming in.
All right, Andy Katz again on the axe falling in Kentucky and where they go from here.